is past. Mr. Henry, thank you for joining
Oh,
me.
well, you too. You're joining us.
You, exactly. Wow. Fuck it.
You,
All right, let's
me.
start. Let's start with the title. Right to it. All you see is past. What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's just the poster in DC, right? Or the you know the story. It's your story to tell. Where'd you find
Yeah,
it? Why is it there? What?
it was on the wharf of Georgetown and the pier, and it was I don't even know why it was set up there or for how long, if it's even there right now, but just at random points of the night, not of the night, obviously when the sun went down, but I meant like random intervals, the lights would just start flicking between on and off, and sometimes it would be the whole thing, sometimes it wouldn't be. The whole thing is actually all the light you see is from the past. That's
Right.
like, but it just didn't light up for some reason when we took that photo. So we went with that. But I mean, applying some meaning afterwards along that light, all that light is in the past thing. I really like astronomy, so that's kind of cool. You know, when you look out the stars,
Mm,
that's light from the past that's now reaching us. And a lot of our stories we tell, I think, are not necessarily from the past, but more like culminating. So it's kind of the same
yeah.
thing. It's like these stories might be from the past, but we're seeing them from Earth in the present.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everything you do is done. Like it's once you do it, it's over, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, it's kind of nice. And I think some of the songs we're talking about are some like at least for me some critical points in like some of my relationships and
Mm.
and it's like I'm looking back on it now and how much it's changed who I've become over the last I don't know 2.5 years.
Right.
Like on like After Hours is an example of that, right? Like it's about my relationship. We've been
Oh,
together. Her and I have been together for like I don't know over 2 years now,
right.
and it's weird. It's great. It's great, but it's
Right.
very weird.
You say it in the song, the emotions like get scary, but it
Yeah, a
like
little
feels
bit.
good, you know?
Yeah, it feels good, but it's like I don't know, commitment's a little scary, and I think um that doesn't mean I want to shy away from it. I think it's more just
Mm,
like I've never really done this before, so you
right.
know.
Yeah. After Hours is a funny one because like my verse sounds a little uplifting on kind of like on that note, but it's actually kind of both. It's a little bit of duality there where it's like talking about the good part and but then also talking about a part where it kind of split up. But then at the end, I feel like it's kind of gaining an understanding. So it's like the verse itself takes you on a little journey of the up, the down, and then the resolution. So it's kind of nice to hear that there's an interesting blend of
Hmm.
story there. We always do. But interesting blend of story. Round table, would that apply as well? No, no. Why
Yeah, that one
not?
was a fun one.
That one was
I don't
fun. We
know.
were just here
I like
chilling.
yeah, I like your whole thing about when you're in the studio with people that don't do music. Like if they're gonna be there, they have to do something. I like
Yes,
that. And
yes.
that's what
Shout
that
out
was,
Asim.
really. Yeah, biggest scene.
Shout out Big Asim, a star in his first Spotify musical appearance, at least. But yeah, man, I do feel that. And that was something I hadn't always had, but kind of just came to realize. I was like, you know, people have been here in the studio a couple times while the artists are doing something or like just while we're all creating something. And on the one hand, it's like, okay, listen, if you're gonna talk shit, you got to know what we're doing, and I want you to understand. But then also it's like a more wholesome. I want you to understand because then you'll be able to like feed into it more. You'll understand what we're doing here if you get on the mic and try to record something. That shit ain't easy, bro. Like
Yeah,
and
and
but like
yeah, shake off the little because it's weird. It's weird to
it's
record
so
with
weird.
people you don't know, especially people
Yes.
that don't do it. And like, I mean, when we were at that session, like a bunch of random people just showed up and it ruined the whole thing. It
And it's
was
like, what
like,
are you
what the
doing
fuck is
here?
this?
Right,
So
exactly. And luckily, Asim never
yeah.
ruined the session pre getting on the mic, but it was more
Well,
like,
no, and we
I
also know them, but
yeah,
we're friends.
right, very
So
different. Yeah, very different. Asim and Donna, shout out Jay, but like, it just felt good to. I mean, personally, because Asim's my friend. He's been my friend for a very long time. It feels good to be on a song with him and have him part of it. But just that whole idea of let's all be part of this if you're going to be in the room. So that's pretty sick. And then the song's just wacky. So I love that.
definitely wacky.
Big whack. All right, what's next?
Yeah.
What's track two? Wait, I
Roll
have.
through.
Oh, big roll, big
Yes.
Rollington. Okay, take me through that
Large
one.
roll.
Large
Uh,
tumble.
Big tumble. Well, I think I showed you like a little demo of it,
Mm,
and we were at your place in
right.
DC.
Yeah, all these songs were made just
Yeah,
chilling. Like we were just in
yeah,
the living room.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that's pretty cool. That's
yeah.
something you mentioned where you said
Mm.
what was it? You said like listening to it not
Yeah,
as a person making it.
I'm gonna go in the living room. My Wi-Fi is
Oh, okay.
ass. Sorry.
Bloopers, bloopers. Look at it, just adventuring.
My Wi-Fi.
You
There we
know,
go.
dude, like, and then it's brick. It was like drywall, then brick, and
Hey.
now it's a mix of both. Where do you live?
Yeah, I live in a weird place. Um,
Oh
what were
goodness.
you saying? Repeat what
I
you
was
said.
yeah, it was when you had mentioned, I think like a week or so ago, but listening to the tape not as a person who made it and trying to just do it just as a listener. You learned a lot about each of us, like just kind of personal stories. And that aren't necessarily these huge, groundbreaking, insightful things, but there are just that make you feel a little more closer to what we do or what our lives are maybe about. And I think that came from, you mentioned again, just the fact that we were just hanging out. Like all of these songs we were just making with no real intention of putting out. It kind of just came together that way. And I think pretty well.
Hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Um, Here,
And
I'm gonna log
then
back
we
in.
had
I'm sorry. I'm ruining this. I gotta log back in. One second. It's gonna have to
we
be
just
separate
need clips.
recordings.
We just need clips. It's okay. So
Okay, okay. I'll be right back.
leave and come back. Oh my god, this guy. I'm ruining this. These things inside, you know them now. I see you. You see me ignite the love, your love of mine. Oh, just like that, you hit the resume button.
Big
All right,
game. All
back
right.
in it. So on this tape, this is the only Emil the producer produced beat. This next one, dopamine. I have no idea when he originally made it. He said he had made it sometime, like I think back when we were all living in Boston. He said he had made it for one of our sessions at some point, but I don't remember when. But I mean,
Yeah,
just a
you
nice
had like
little easygoing
you had
kicker.
a whole thing on it, I thought.
I don't think so. I thought he mentioned that, but I don't remember recording to this like at all until you showed it again. Emil's gonna have to comment or something. Someone, look in the comments below, see if Emil the producer said anything. If not, add him. You know, put a milk emoji, and then he'll show up. But that was nice. That one's like a summer vibe. Like we're at a picnic, just kind of espousing. I think that's my after hours that you were talking about. This is kind of the update on like relationship life and not
Hmm.
necessarily being in one, but kind of getting ready for one, or
Hmm.
prepping to be in one again, and kind of how life has changed to be able to get to that point, I guess. So that one's
Yeah,
I have a couple long verses on that one. So I think that one has a
yeah.
lot.
I think that's my favorite one on the tape. It's become it at least.
It's one of mine
Um,
too, and a lot of people have been saying it's their favorite song on the
yeah,
tape, or at least a standout.
yeah, yeah. It's a standout for sure. No, it's a good one. I like your verses on it a lot, actually.
Thanks, man.
No.
Well, apparently,
Um,
apparently your girl's better than the Apple phone, so that's high
oh,
praise.
but
Every time I listen to
no,
that,
it's
I'm just a little bit like, oh, come on, bro. But hey, Apple phone's pretty good to be better than that. I mean, high praise,
true.
high
And I
praise.
imagined
Unless you're
250
talking about
gigabytes.
like iPhone 1, is that the one she's better than?
Well, I don't think
Like
so.
iPod.
I, I got a 13, I think.
Oh, and that's what you were referencing. Whoa, dude. Hey, if you're listening,
Damn, bro.
girl. Wow. Wow.
No, but it's funny because like when we recorded that one, I did it like in halftime, or I
Mm.
did it like yeah, I did it like yeah, basically like not on beat,
Yo,
not on
that's
like
right. No, yeah, like a little slid, a little bit.
yeah, it was sort of slid, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Tim was just like
Meh,
move it over, it's way
meh,
better.
meh.
I
Yeah, I think
was
there were
like
some
yeah,
issues he had with a couple arrangement ideas we had making this one, but we all came together at the end, so that's good.
mm-hmm,
Shout out
that's
the
true.
Emil man.
Milk.
Next one is Madness. This one's already been out. Shout out ABS Finesse. You know, this one it's been tested live as well in Philly. Shout out the Philly show.
It's fun live. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. There's like a little clip that we have where it's, I think, the second half of the hook and then leading into like the first 2 or 3 bars of my verse. And it's pretty dope, dude. Like I was watching it and like, you know, when I start going, I say the first line and then I look at you and then we're both just like, ooh, ah, ooh. And I'm just like, yo, this is hard. So this is pretty sick. So y'all, the madness bangs. Check it out, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we kind of talked about After Hours, that last one. Shout out Donna, shout out Jay. Just kind of heavenly. I think that's the best I've ever heard her sing is on After Hours for that hook.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She does sound really good. She gives me a bit of Janae Aiko.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Very nice. And then we already talked about that one a bit. You know, it's kind of floaty. It's relationshipy, but in a couple different ways. Kind of has a nice globular, well-rounded message, I think.
Globular?
Yeah, I was thinking like, is this the right word? I don't know.
I like it.
It is.
I've never heard that before. I don't think I've heard that word ever.
Globy?
Globular.
Globolish?
Like a globe.
Like a globe. Yeah, not like a glob. Okay. All right, everybody. LEC is passed March 31st. Maybe it's out already when this clip is out. I don't know. We're just gonna put these out and we'll see.
You can't tell. You never know.
But if it is out, go look for it. All you see is past. Alexandre Henry, Tyler on Demand.
Use goodbye.
Then don't say it to everything they vision has to be behind. There we go. And if it isn't out yet, go pre-save it. Alex has a link, I'm sure. I've got a link on my Instagram at Tyler on Demand 13. His is at Yeah Sure Fine Okay. That's okay with AY. Or at 3TA Music to check out what the gang's about. Cool. Listen, let us know what you think. Bye.